Coming up on Operation Outreach, a program right here in Central Florida that ensures military veterans get connected with the services they need. Numerous prestigious awards have been established to honor and celebrate the bravery and dedication of men and women who have proudly served in our armed forces. Today, we'll learn about a few of these awards. Welcome to Operation Outreach, a new program to highlight the services available to military veterans right here in Central Florida. I'm Fred Robinson, Chair of the Orange County Mayor's Veterans Advisory Council. The Governor's Hall of Fame, Heart of Florida, United Way, Mission United, Game Changer Impact Maker Award, Orlando Business Journal Veteran of Influence, and Orange County Veteran of the Year are a few of the awards established to recognize our local veterans. Joining us to talk about Veterans Awards is Sergeant Major John Janae, a 30-year retired Marine and professional volunteer. Thank you, John, for joining me.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
John, as you know, my passion that people get recognized for what they do, and I know it's one of yours as well. Can you explain why you were the brainchild of the Orange County Mayor's Veterans Advisory Council Veteran of the Year?
Of course, being a volunteer for the whole state of Florida in the Southeast Division, people seem to work better, when they get recognized. And in my travels, I noticed that Flagler, Volusia, Osceola were honoring Veterans of the Year. And I'm like, how come Orange County doesn't do it? We're a big county, and we have plenty of veterans well worth of being honored as Veteran of the Year. So I did a little research. I put a policy together, and I sent it through you and the mayor's office to get it staffed. It was approved, and I was proud to see it from its start to come to an end. And congratulations you on being the first awardee.
Well, it was a very humbling moment because everybody that was nominated was qualified to get it. So I am appreciative and humbled by being the first, but I hope I'm just the first of many.
Correct.
And with that being said, we have a lot of our veterans that are very humble. And as we both know personally, when we first rolled this out, not many people were nominated.
No.
And the thing is, a lot of our veterans are humble. And could you explain a little bit more why we pushed for them to be nominated so they could get recognized?
Yeah, we extended, I think, twice to go to into January of this year to allow application. I mean, being the first year, I would assume that it wasn't out there. I think as the years go by, I think we will see a lot more. And some people are afraid to write awards because they don't know what to say, or they put something in. And sometimes I'll see somebody deserving award where they didn't get a good write-up and someone didn't do half the stuff they did, end up winning just because someone is a good writer. So I think, with the Veterans Advisory Council, helping people and educating them, where to go look for the awards, what needs to be in an award to make them competitive so everybody compete. It's kind of like when you go to the rifle range, everyone's an expert, but who has the most in the black, in the bullseye.
Yeah.
So here, what we want to do is recognize the person with the most X rings in the black to pick the right person to represent Orange County.
Yeah, and it's important because, with our council, we have so many dedicated individuals.
Right.
And, they're doing the work, they're humble, they don't want to be recognized. So I think, what we'll do moving forward is setting up a criteria with the with our awards committee, and have them educate or help structure a template for them to use so they can be nominated, what's needed and different things like that, and different people who can help assist them and give them the information. Because at this point, I'm going to ask you, we're aware, but how different things have changed year to year, so we could stay up on it. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Change
as far as the dates for to nominations?
Oh, well, it depends on which one. I mean, there's a lot of awards out there. So the Florida Veterans Hall of Fame, you have to actually go to the website. It was usually 1 January through 31 May. I looked at it yesterday, and it was 1 November through 1 April. So if you're interested, please Google Florida Veterans Hall of Fame or come back to the Mayor's Veterans Advisory page and we'll have a link for you to get to there. But, you can recognize someone for the past 10 years of service to the state of Florida to make a difference in your community or for veterans.
And what are some of the other awards that you're aware of?
They have the Orlando Business Journal, which I did not know about until I was, put in for it, and I was one of the recipients with others. So I mean, it made me feel good because I don't know a volunteer that volunteers to say I'm going to get an award.
Yeah.
A volunteer's passion is to
Yeah.
help somebody out, but at the end of the day, when you somewhere unannounced, someone says you get recognized, I think that goes a long way. It solidifies that you did make a difference. Someone did notice what you did. Otherwise, you're just like the janitor in a school. You go unnoticed, but the school wouldn't be clean. The hallways, it wouldn't be healthy if the janitor wasn't around. So,
And with that said, I understand what you mean. It's like, a pat on the back. It really goes a long way. And even though a lot of our veterans are humble, I tell them, I said, do you have grandchildren? Do you have brothers and sisters and different family members? For them to know that you received this for what you're doing in the community, because volunteers aren't getting paid anything.
No.
So it shows us it's their purpose and their passion to be able to help veterans. And a lot of them, though we're not wearing uniforms anymore, we're wearing them in the community and as we dress daily to do what we do for different veterans in the community.
Yeah.
And what has really inspired you so much about veterans and people in general, even our youth, our young Marines and stuff, to be recognized and be honored?
I think, in today's society, if someone does a good job, you should recognize them. And if there's a program out there, you should look into it. Like they have the Presidential Community Service Awards, and they have a bronze medallion or a bronze pin for 100 hours. They got a silver for 250 hours. They got the gold pin for 500 hours, and then the lifetime achievement is 4,000 hours of community service. But the younger youth don't have to. So someone 8 years old might only need 50 hours to get their bronze pin because they're at a younger age. But it goes a long way to recognize somebody. They have Veteran of the Year. We have Marine of the Year, Young Marine of the Year. Everybody is rewarding somebody. I even think the Orange County has Citizenship of the Year. I see people getting awarded. I just think if there's an award out there, people should take the time to sit down and recognize somebody, whether they get it or not, just to know that you were recognized, that someone appreciates what you do is well worth it.
Yeah, because with our volunteers out here, we mean so much to so many. And, for them to just write up or nominate, it shows that it's not in vain. And we know it's not in vain because we know our particular purpose.
Okay.
But with that being said, as I said, for your family to recognize you, one day we were not going to be here.
Correct.
And just to have something on the wall that a grandchild or somebody could look at and say, hey, that was my grandfather, that was my grandmother, and this is how they impacted our community for the different things that they did off the cuff. They didn't get paid for it. They did it because it was part of their purpose, and we are who we are.
Yeah.
That's why we do it.
I think our purpose is to educate the community what awards are available and provide assistance to help them, to do it. Because like you said, United Way has a Change Impact Maker Award that they give out annually. Then they have the Chapel of Four Chaplains, because in 1943, 4 chaplains, when their ship was sunk, they gave their life vest to somebody else, and they actually went to their death with their arms, singing songs and praying as their ship went down. And so the first Sunday of every February is Four Chaplains Day, and they started a program for self-sacrifice. You don't have to give your life, but what sacrifice or service did you commit to your community or whatever organization you belong to? You were able to put someone in for it. And the Legion of Honor is actually a Star of David with a cross in the middle. And they do have different levels, like they have the humanitarian level, the gold, they have the bronze, and they all have life-saving. So if your life was at risk saving somebody, then you can get the gold. If you just saved someone's life and there was no danger to yourself, then you can apply for the silver. But, you know, it's just, I happen to know about these, so I want to share my knowledge with other people because I see people doing stuff and I think they should get recognized.
Well, John, thank you so much for letting me interview you today. Thank you again for your service to our nation and also having my six as being my co-chair.
Okay,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's great to know that our brave men and women are being recognized for their dedication and service to our country. If you'd like more information on anything we discuss, go to www.ocfl.net/veterans. That's where you'll be able to find the links and contact information you need. I hope you'll join us again for Operation Outreach, as we will continue to highlight the many programs and services available to military veterans in Central Florida. Until then, I'm Fred Robinson. Take care and thanks for watching.